First question today will be from Eric Bailey of the Tulsa World, and then we'll go to Joe Bettner. Eric?
Hey, Creed. Are you the type of player where a loss really stings and stays with you for quite some time? And if so, how much do you enjoy the opportunity just to get a rematch in the same season with the team that defeated you, kind of similar to Texas a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I'm more of the type of guy who likes to move on after a loss and who's, instead of dwelling on that, I like to, get back on the field as soon as I can and get ready to play as soon as I can to get that taste out of my mouth, really. But, it's exciting. A lot of teams don't really get an opportunity to play a team twice in a season. So we're definitely excited to go play.
Thank you, Creed. Good luck.
Okay, Joe Bettner, Norman transcript, and then Ryan Aber.
Yeah, Creed, as you look back at that game from 2 months ago, is there anything that sticks out to you about just how much maybe this team has grown from that game?
Yeah, really our team has grown in really just in the mental aspect of the game a lot. We've had a lot of young players step up and are doing really good things for us right now. And then also just the way our team has responded to adversity since then has been pretty good to see. We've responded really well to adversity whenever it comes up in games. So I'm excited to see how we keep improving this week.
Thanks, Creed.
Ryan Aber, the Oklahoman, and then John Hoover.
Yeah, Creed, what was last week like for you with the cancellation, and how much different was that than the one a couple of weeks ago, and just the different challenges, and obviously last week knowing what lie ahead with the Big 12 title game?
Yeah, it was different than when it happened a couple of weeks ago, just because, at that point a couple of weeks ago, we thought we were going to get to play this game. And then after this past week, whenever we had to cancel the game, we knew we weren't going to get that one back. So as soon as that happened, we all moved on. We got ready for Iowa State as fast as we could.
Appreciate it, Creed.
Okay, let's go to John Hoover, SI Sooners, and then James Hale.
Hey, Creed, I'm interested in your previous answer. Why do you think the makeup of this team, you guys are able to drop a regular season game, surprises a lot of people, you're out of the playoff, you're out of the chase, and then all of a sudden, end of the season, you're back in the playoff, you're back in the championship game. Why does this team keep doing that? What qualities are in there? And then if you could also kind of describe what's impressive about Iowa State's defense, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I think we've responded well, mainly just because, this team does a good job of, not really listening to what any outside noise is going on, anything that's getting said out there in the media, things like that, on social media. We just focus on what we need to improve. And we did a good job in that. And then, so far it's shown on the field. So we just got to keep improving. And we got to have a good rest of the week this week to go for this game. And then with Iowa State's defense, they're really sound in what they do. They run their defense really well. They have talented players. They know what they're doing, and they play very hard. So it's a fun challenge to play them.
Thanks, Creed.
James Hale, KREF, and then Kerry Murdoch.
Creed, to tie up with that, it always seems like everybody believes that playing Iowa State's defense and their concepts is pretty difficult. Is it that difficult to play, or is it because the players are pretty good and they make it hard on you guys?
Yeah, I think it's a mix. They have a ton of talented players on that defense for sure, and also, their coaching staff does a great job. Game planning, scheme wise, things like that, and they just do a really good job of running what they run. And they do a good job of doing their job and their assignments very well. So,
thanks, Creed.
Okay, Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop, and then Brandon Drum.
Hey, Creed. I'm just curious, having Ramondre in the backfield and a physical presence like that, does it, when you guys watch film, play back and you see some of the things that he does physically, does that do anything to kind of, I don't know, raise everybody's game a little bit from a physical perspective?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really tried to focus on that too much. I like to focus on, and when I watch film, I like to focus on, the five guys up front and what we need to do better. So, you know, that's really my main focus, you know, and I think we've improved throughout this year quite a bit, but we got to keep improving for sure.
Thanks, Creed.
Let's go to Brandon Drum with OU Insider and then Keegan Renault. Okay, we'll go to Keegan Renault.
Yeah, Creed. I know you guys talked about last week how much you guys would want it to play. Just from an offensive line perspective, is it tough to kind of continue to take steps each week if you're not playing a game? Like, how difficult was it to kind of correct some of the things from the Baylor game last week?
Yeah, you know, it can be difficult. You know, we didn't have our best game against Baylor, and we were really chomping at the bit, ready to get out there and play West Virginia, because you know they had a talented D line, and we were ready to go out there and play them. But you know, really just we have to focus on what we can control, you know, and that's going in and practicing hard every day, things like that, and getting ready for this game. So I wouldn't say it's too difficult, just because we know the task ahead of us, and we were just ready to go for that. So.